Welcome back to another episode. Hope you are all having a productive week. We might have hit 1,000 subscribers at some point last week, and I got an insane way to celebrate that and give back to you guys, but you're gonna have to wait till the end of the video to hear more about it. You're not gonna want to miss out on it. Anyway, more on that later. This is episode 10 of a 13-part series where I take you through every step of creating an attention-grabbing nightclub after movie / party video. Cool, so today we're talking about shot variety, and if there's any single video from this series that's gonna take your video from 0 to 100 overnight, it's this video right here. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is showcase different perspectives of the same venue, which is gonna help keep your video engaging and visually appealing. You can do this by bouncing around to different areas at a venue. I'm gonna share some of my favorite locations with you and trying a whole bunch of different camera movements, which I'll be sharing too. Here are some of my favorite locations to hit at a venue and some of the shots I try to get at them. Starting off on the dance floor, here it's gonna be super cool to get shots inside the crowd, looking up at the artist and or the DJ, and you can also get shots interacting with the crowd, telling them to do a cheers, telling them to dance for the camera, telling them to throw their arms up in the air. All kinds of stuff. You can get really creative with it. Next up, we got the photo pit. Here you're gonna find some of the most passionate fans who really love the artist or DJ's music. These people are great to capture because they're gonna be so energetic. And then from there, you can turn around and you're looking up right at the artist or DJ, so you can get some incredible low angle shots, which is really gonna make the artist or DJ stand out and make them look very powerful. You can also get swooping shots since it's usually pretty empty and really get some cinematic slow motion shots that just look unreal. From there, you can jump up onto the stage, which is another personal favorite. And here you just want to cover all different sides of the stage, just move around. You can also get an above view from the crowd. Now that you're standing on the stage, you're obviously elevated. You can also get the crowd and the DJ or artist in one shot, really showcasing how packed the venue is. A shot of the DJ's perspective looking into the crowd, which is always really cool. Tracking shots here if the artist is performing on the stage, which are really cool with push-ins and push-outs. You can also get some side view shots that just break up the different perspectives. You also don't want to forget about the entrance. Here you can get some really cool shots of the line and showing all of the fans that showed up for this artist or DJ, showcasing how packed the venue is. And you can interact with the crowd in line, asking them all kinds of funny questions, see if you get any kind of cool reaction or some kind of story about why they showed up for the artist. This is always awesome to break up your edit and make it a little different, add some personality. If the venue has a second floor, you want to make a stop here as well. If it doesn't, maybe there's an office or a light control area that you can get a shot looking down at the audience and make a cool kind of composition with the lights and just seeing how many people are really at this venue. It also just provides a different angle and perspective, something to throw it in and keep the video fresh and new. From there, you can move to the back of the venue and get a shot of the entire stage and the lights and the smoke that's going off and show how many people attended this concert or festival. And this is always a shot that when you see it and it breaks up the edit, you're just like, whoa, that's insane. And one of the last locations, which I don't use inside of every single one of my edits, is the bar. Here you can get all kinds of b-roll with the bottles if the bartenders are flipping them or pouring some kind of fancy drink. You can interact with them, see if they do anything funny or them serving drinks, anything to just really break up the edit. That's what we're trying to get at with hitting all these different locations. Now let's say you choose one of the 7 locations. You can also incorporate all kinds of different camera movements to connect the different locations to one another and or just make them stand out. These being a point of view shot, get a super wide angle lens like the Rokinin 8mm that I always talk about and get in the crowd and show the perspective of what it's like to be in the crowd, an attendee of the festival. For people who want to relive it and for the people that didn't get to make it, either were on vacation or whatever. Get some low angle shots like in the photo pit that we talked about. If you're at a festival or a concert, drone shots are a great way to mix it up too. Time lapses and hyperlapses, I know this is super popular among the Rolling Loud edits. They do a phenomenal job. Slow motion shots, you can get speed ramping. Push-ins, you can do push-outs, plus a whole lot more. And I talk about exactly that in episode 6 of this series where I showcase my favorite handheld and gimbal movements. Now that you've shot at all of these different locations, you're gonna have a handful of creative angles angles to keep your video fresh and engaging like we talked about at the start of the video. Not doing this results in being comfortable, which I've seen plenty, just photographers and videographers sitting in the photo pit getting the same shot the entire night, which just leads to 1, boring photos, or 2, a boring video. Get inside the photo pit, spend a little time there, it's usually pretty busy anyway, and scram, get out of there. Something I try to carry out in video and photo as well as my personal life is not do what everybody else is doing. Making an effort to get these angles and going the extra mile is really going to separate your videos from the rest. People are going to notice, especially if you add in different techniques throughout this series like continuity, which we talked about in episode 7 of the series. Anyway, that's it for me, but before I end off this video, I want to discuss the Discord that I made for passionate, like-minded, hard-working concert club photographers and videographers. I'll throw the link at the top of the description. You're not going to want to miss out on it. It's already been blowing up and there's an insane amount of knowledge on it already. I wanted to say thank you for the first 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me and I'm very appreciative of it. It really is just a start. I mean, that's episode 10 of the 13-part series. So if you want to check out the rest of it, check out the playlist right there. And you're going to want to stay tuned for the next video where we talk about stabilizers, gimbals, and balancing. These are great tools to have on you in this field. And we're going to give a little live demo of balancing it. Sweet, that's that. I'll catch you guys with a new video next week. Peace.